We have 140 dealerships in 26 states, 25 ICs, which are our reconditioning centers, and 20 service centers to do oil changes and things across the country for people who aren't even our customers. The problem that we were experiencing at DriveTime was people change roles so often. When you change roles and you don't reconcile the permissions that go with that roles, you get additional permissions on top of what you had. Because of that, it presents a segregation of duties concern, especially as an auditor. So we had all of these permissions that had spiraled out of control over the years, and it just got way too out of hand to manage the old-fashioned way with Excel and using Microsoft SQL. We needed a better way to handle and manage all of that. I found out about the Gartner Identity and Access Management Summit and came to this very conference. I had a list of very specific questions that I needed answers to, and went out to get those answers. During the conference, I interviewed 28 different firms, grilling all of their network engineers with our network engineers to make sure that I knew what I was talking about. We brought it down to 5, eliminated 3, then it came down to Avatier and one other company because they could work with the I-Series. You guys didn't charge us an arm and a leg for the I-Series. It was a connector that was already included. When we asked this of your competition, which is a rather large IT firm out there, they were going to tie it in for about $43,000 extra on top of a ridiculous price and a completely ridiculous implementation. The time frame that they proposed was 6 to 12 months, and we can't work that slow. We move quick. So why we chose you was because your support, the platform itself, the shopping cart functionality is ideal, and your customer service has been fantastic so far. You guys have lived up to the expectations and made me look good, so that was pretty great, especially for our company executives. I didn't want to look like an idiot, so thank you. We actually bought the full suite of Avatier. It was all products. Initially moving into it, we were only going after the identity enforcer piece of it and bringing the rest of it in, and the sales guys really introduced us to all of it. That helped us solve problems we didn't even know we had. We were able to address the current situation that we had. For the most part, everything authenticates off Active Directory, so the fact that you guys tie everything in with Active Directory was just perfect for us. Not only that, AS400. I mean, you had me at AS400 because the connector that you guys have is already pre-built out of the box. All we had to do was configure it. So for us, it was all the connectors that you had in the suite of products that really helped us solve those problems and really get to the bottom of our issues. It took us roughly 3 months to perform the installation, and our infrastructure teams worked with your engineers, and it was fantastic. We got everything installed in test first, ran through all of our connectors, tied in all of our applications, configured it out, and then prepared to go live. So all in all, it was about 9 months. Upon implementation, it allowed us to reduce our help desk tickets by 40%. A lot of that was around Password Station alone, because now we have user access to password reset. They can manage all of that themselves. We can verify their identity with the security questions that you have built in. We can allow them to authenticate into our network without having a human being complete the task. So they're able to log in, just the simple Control-Alt-Delete, answer a few questions, reset their password, and it's off to the races. And that password reset manages everything from authenticating off Active Directory to any of the applications that we have out there that are governed by AIM specifically. So being able to drop 40% in our tickets every single month has been huge for us. Never mind the time that I save auditing. When you pull in and reconcile all of that information from all of these different systems around who has access to what or what they've done, what they've seen, for me to dig in that in depth to things, it's nice to be able to just go run a report for it, it prints it out, and here you go. One thing that was the best about Avatier was that you guys could come in, you had it down pat, you got us installed, up and running, so we could just configure. And you guys nailed it. Every place you nailed it. So thank you.